just wanted to see what the new technology felt like. Jesus, I might have killed somebody in one of these.
I watch Uncle Neely in the pregame show all the time.
I appreciate it, brother.
Never miss it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And Wednesday with Warren Sapp.
Woo, I love Wednesday with Warren.
Right on.
Pow! Man, when you hear that thunderclap, it must be Wednesday.
It's gotta be. There's no other day that brings Uncle Neely and the big fella together but Wednesday with Warren. So we here, we riding again. Didn't get the result we wanted last week, but hey, we still standing, we still fighting for a conference championship. So don't go nowhere. Sit tight.
Absolutely. There was a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas, and idas in that game. But as you said so eloquently, the goals of this team are still in front of us.
Absolutely. Long as the conference championship, the bowl game that'll choose us, because we ain't choosing it. We just gonna ride and see who want us. And that's what we're going for.
Everybody gonna want us.
And as long as that's in front of us, we going. I promise.
Let's look at some things. We had I should say, had a back that got 180 yards. Another one that got about 20 yards. There was some sacks and that kind of thing, but I'm leaving those out because those deduct from the run game. But running wise, they got over 200 yards on us. As a D-line guy and as a guy pouring into this D-line, what was your reaction to that?
I couldn't understand it. Because if you looked at the line of scrimmage, they wasn't knocking us off the ball. It was a mess, or it was going the right way. And then all of a sudden, the back would squirt out.
Yeah.
And he would squirt out again. And I'm like, where's that coming from? You know, that's the worst thing when you're in a defense. You have people that'll make the play, but the play is just not being made.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? What? Like what guy was that? Oh, he was there. We just didn't make the play. Like what?
Yeah.
You know, and you're hearing that all game, and he had 160 yards after contact. So, I mean, that, and then, you know, and the greatest thing that I have as an older guy now, you know, teaching, is the emotion. You got to take the emotion out. Take the emotion out, because it's never as good and it's never as bad as you think.
Certainly.
So you go back to the technique, the alignment, the assignment. You go back to the very basics, the very fundamental, and then you can get a message across to the kids. Because if it's all about emotion, as shitty as we played, only thing we needed was one stop.
Absolutely.
All right, one stop. I mean, we didn't have the ball, no time possession. We didn't get our quarterback the ball. I mean, it was just the worst kind of defeat you can take, because there's so many little 3rd and 14, 3rd and 10. Like, are you kidding me? We got to get off the field. But that's the whole point of coaching and teaching.
And having said all that, 3 minutes left in the game, you're up.
Brother, that, like I said, we needed one stop.
Yeah,
just one stop. So that's the most frustrating part. You know, the 200 yards, all of that, just one stop. One stop.
So whether it's together or separately, how has the coaching staff and or the players responded since then?
Oh, no, I love it. I love the way we responded this week with our preparation, the attention to detail. The guys just working. Just working like nothing happened last Saturday. And that's what I wanted to see, and that's what I did see from them. And I'm real encouraged with us going to Arizona.
Yeah. One of the things I've seen this week is the ownership of it. I'll start on the back end. Shilo Sanders is safety. He did a press conference this week, and he didn't back down.
No.
You know, he owned where his lapses were and where he needed to play
That's
better.
what we're teaching these young men for later in life, is the accountability. It's okay to make a mistake. Now is what you do when that opportunity comes back again. You can't make all the mistakes in life. Learn from your teammates, learn from other people's mistakes. You have to learn. If you're not learning, you're getting worse. Every day I tell people, you wake up, you either get better or you get worse. Make a choice. And my babies this week have made a choice to get better, and I'm really encouraged.
From a coaching standpoint or player standpoint, and I'm talking about you, whether you as a player or now as a coach, there's some things that may happen in the game, such as this Kansas State game, that don't necessarily present themselves for your preparation of the next game. Like, for instance, you're facing two different kind of quarterbacks this week. How do you go about fixing what went wrong with Kansas State, but also preparing for something different on the road in Arizona?
If we rally to the ball, you don't get 200 yards. If we all get 11 to the ball, going and swarming and punishing and getting to the ball, that'll take care of the run game. Okay. And now the swarming and the punishing will take care of the quarterback that's in the pocket, because Arizona's going to try to run the ball. You see what happened last week is a copycat. That's effective. Hey, let's stick it in our thing and see if we can run some version of that.
Sure.
Every team does that.
Sure.
Every team does that. And what we're doing is correcting the mistakes and getting to the next task. That's the beautiful thing about the game we play. Wipe that play, here comes the next play. You get an opportunity to make a game-changing play right here. So that's what we're teaching our children. We did what we did last week. Fine. That's set in stone. Now what we gonna do about what's next? Yeah. And that's what counts in this game. You gonna get knocked down. Yeah. You gonna get punched in the mouth. Now what's your plan? We got one. We got one.
I was about to say, right now on this hump day, on this Wednesday with Warren, we are just shy of being as far away from that last game as we are close to this.
This one, yep.
So it's, we do the scouting report on Tuesday. We in true turn the page mode. It's all about Arizona now.
And our D-line, we do 24 hours.
So y'all say Sunday night, y'all gone.
When we come back over here and we practice it, and we watch that tape, turn it. Next play.
Yeah.
That's how you got to do it. Watch the slate clean, son.
Yeah.
Got a brand new canvas to paint a Picasso.
Yeah. New opportunity.
A brand new canvas to paint a Picasso. Paint with bold strokes, young man. Paint with bold strokes. You never know what you got.
Coach Prime, head coach Deion Sanders, he challenged the team this morning, actually. Sometimes team meetings run together in my head. It was this morning, this Wednesday. He said, look, guys, it's just simple. It breaks down to two things. On defense, if we stop the run. And on offense,
and we protect our quarterback,
we win every game.
But what he's asking is for the line of scrimmage to be dominated by us.
On both sides of the ball.
And that's what I like, that he's going to turn it over to the big dogs. Yeah. Turn it over to us and allow us to do what we're supposed to do, protect our quarterback, and now we can run the ball. Now we turn on the other side, we shut down the run, now we go mount a rush to the quarterback.
Because now they have to.
We got a 5'10" one. We got a 5'10" quarterback today. I'm going to send some heat at him and see how he likes it.
5'10", about 180.
Yeah.
Back where I'm from, no disrespect, I'm talking about the description, an adjective. Back where I'm from, they call that light in the ass.
Yeah, absolutely. Where I'm from, too.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going to send some shit at him and see how he like it.
Yeah.
Because the way I'm approaching this week will set up the rest of our year. This week will define us as a football team. Are we about to take off, or are we finna sputter through the rest of the year?
Yeah.
And that's what I told my man. This week will define us as a football team. Are we ready to take off? Because November and December is what they remember.
They remember that.
November and December is what they remember, and October sets it up. Yeah. So let's go.
Yeah, because we got this game one more than the bye week, and you're exactly right.
And now November and December is what they remember.
The rest from here on out are all conference games, so they're all relative. And speaking of conference, even with that loss to Kansas State, they came in here with a conference loss, which we did not have yet, and so we're still in the thick of things.
Oh no, we right where we want to be.
Yeah.
We control our own destiny, and that's all you can ask for a football team. You go win that game, you go where you want to go.
Yeah. Because a lot of times you're in situations
where you hoping and praying.
Win and
you hoping and praying and scoreboard watching. Nah, I hate that more than anything. Oh, scoreboard watching is the worst.
Yeah. Control what you can control.
Go handle your business and let your destiny be in your own hand.
Yeah. Win out, and that's the case here.
Destiny is in our own hand.
Because
that's
what
Coach
like. Prime has stated from the summer. Get Miss Peggy at bowl.
Get Miss Peggy to a bowl game.
6.
Yep.
Get to the Big 12 championship in Dallas, and that could be 6 or 7, depending on how this thing shakes out. Because we don't have 8 or 9. It's just the top 2.
It's just the top 2. Yeah. I like it.
I like where we are. I like our eyes, arrows pointing up.
I like that we control what we want to do, and if we are in control, then I damn sure like our chances.
Yeah.
Because it's coming. It's coming.
Coming together. So give me just a couple times, not me. Let's do it for the people.
Yeah, of course it's for the people, but you asking the question.
A couple of items to get out of Arizona with the victory.
Whenever you go on the road in the National Football League, NCAA, if you go out on your Pop Warner, you must pack a run game in your defense. Our defense must shut down this run game and turn them into, but they got a 6'5" lovely receiver. We're not running from that. Yeah. We're not running from that. But to throw it to that 6'5" receiver, you got to expose your quarterback to my pass rush. And that's what we're going to do. turn off the run game, rush the passer, keep him in the pocket, and we should be good.
And I would imagine, I sit here and play like I don't talk to Rob Livingston, but I would imagine that our best corner, Travis Hunter, will be on their best receiver.
Listen, that's the challenge itself, ain't it?
Yeah, that's going to be a beautiful
That's the
thing
challenge.
to see.
Let the unicorn go to work.
Yeah, because their quarterback, make no mistakes about it, he's a solid quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
and this receiver is very talented. And they bring a relationship history to the table. Like
Since they was 11 years old, they've been
so
playing
we know
together.
who he's looking for.
Oh no, I would look for him too. It's no different than 2 looking for 12 on our team.
Yeah.
When you get in trouble, he going to 12.
Yeah.
That's where you go. You know what your man gonna do, and your man gonna bail you out. So, and he definitely ain't gonna let it get picked off. So,
Yeah. But if we get that stop the run and get that rush there, you don't have a lot of time to make those kind of decisions. If we do what we're doing.
we shut down the run. They have to expose their quarterback to us. You expose your quarterback to me and my boys. I think we got 9 sacks in the last 2 weeks. We just getting started. I told you they come in bunches.
They do.
I told you they come in bunches.
And it has started.
Hey, we're going to mount this rush. We got to turn off the run game. If Arizona's any kind of football team, they're gonna go see if they can run for 200 yards. If you can run for 200 yards, then you can chill out with your star receiver and your quarterback.
Yeah. Sab Daddy, before we get out of here, I want to get your thoughts on one more thing, because you guys do something that's, at least in my experience, is unique. When I see you, Dancy, who coaches defensive ends, D. Lou, who coaches the defensive line, that 3 of y'all have all young guys in the same room, eat together, talk together. Like, there's no separation.
No.
What has that done for this group that y'all are coaching?
It gives us one voice. We all speak in the same tone. We all speak in the same, terminology.
Yeah.
So they learn it the same. And like I talk to them, if I'm talking to one D tackle, I'm talking to all y'all.
All of them, yeah.
I ain't got time to be sitting here having 4 different conversations or 6 different conversations. You're listening to me. You know my voice. You know what I'm saying. So pick up what we're talking about and let's run as a pack. Because I don't have time to worry about what's behind. You're just next. You're next up. I ain't got time to be checking, see if you know what to go on, whatever. You ain't been paying attention. You've been standing there doing what? Don't get me started. Don't get me
Oh, I
started.
love getting started. I love watching Coach. We love watching.
Don't get me started, because it's the tedious repetition of the simplest movements. I tell my men this every day. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Wipe the play, next play. That could be the play that turns the game around. That could be the sack calls fumble that get us going. That could be the, whatever it could. Just wipe that play, baby. We'll talk about it tomorrow whenever we get to it. But right now, I need you locked back in. We got to go. We got to go. We got to go. Carry no baggage with you in a football game, baby. No baggage. No, that last play. I'm still thinking about, no. Next task at hand.
Next play, next task.
Next play, next task at hand.
Next task for us is get on this road, get this W.
Arizona,
Yeah,
we'll see you.
It's been another Wednesday morning. Go ahead.
And I got to tell y'all, you ain't got to be up late East Coast. I know all my people like, dog, come on, South. Them 10 o'clock game, man, it's hard to stay up. It ain't hard to watch our football game. There's no way you go to sleep. It ain't like watching a debate or something.
This is a 2 p.m. kickoff-ish,
Yes.
so 4 p.m. on the East Coast.
Yeah, 2 here, 4.
So
yeah.
you got all the time.
Oh, that's the heat of the day, baby.
you gonna be
That's
inside
happy
that.
hour. It's good. That's a good time to sit down and watch football.
And speaking of heat and ownership and all that kind of stuff, I touched on it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of this episode, we're gonna drop Shiloh's press conference.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm telling you, man, the way he sat there and everybody thought he was gonna run from it.
No, that's not headache.
No.
That's our safety. And I told him, dog, go hell-bent for election and do your thing. Shoot your gun, because that's who you are and what you are. And when we see you shooting your gun, we got more confidence in you. When we see that shake like you're a little off, come on, baby.
Yeah.
Give me back that old Shilo. Give me back old headache, and we'll be fine, baby. Shoot them, miss a couple, bang up a couple, we'll keep playing.
That's the Hall of Famer Warren Sapp. It's your favorite uncle, Uncle Neely. Wednesdays with Warren. You know how we do it.
Who's first for Shilo?
Hey, Shilo. How big of a week is this for you guys as a team to bounce back, but also for you personally to bounce back from that game the other day?
Yeah, it's a huge week. Definitely should have had a win last game. You know what I'm saying? So we can't give up plays that we know we can make. We can't play not up to our standards, especially me, because I'm the free safety. I'm the ziplock of the defense. I can't be going out there, not being on my game. So just preparing, getting ready for this week is a huge week.
Hey, Shilo. Mike Lamonte. How you doing? So, On game days, I notice you're extremely focused. When we see you with your teammates, you like you're a lighthearted guy. How do you stay so focused before the game, during the game? Because I watch every game, and you're like locked in.
Yeah, I need to be even more locked in because I just have to pay attention to little details and technique, especially coming downhill. You know, when you're playing against a patient running back, you gotta be patient too. And I've been out. I'm just excited to get back. I'm trying to just knock somebody's head off, going full speed, but I still have to be patient when you're playing against a back like that. That's not just gonna hit the hole. He's gonna be patient and try to hit you with something. So just being locked in the details is, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna get back.
Shilo, we haven't had a chance to talk to you since the injury. Could you talk a little bit about what that rehab process looked like for you? What was kind of the toughest part of getting back on the field?
The toughest part was not being on the field and just having to go through, a broken forearm and still, like, this is my last season, so still, like, dang, this has to be my biggest season. This has to be my biggest season, and something like that happens. It's kind of discouraging, but you just got to keep going with it because it's a long season, and then, you work to get back. Then you get back, you have the worst game of your life. It's really disappointing for me, and especially the fans, So, and I've been seeing everybody turn on me and stuff like that, but I'm not worried about none of that because as soon as you do good, they're going to be right back on your side. Just how they was when they won the UCF game out there in Florida. So I'm not really worried about none of that. I'm worried about me getting better, worried about contributing to the team and helping us win. And, my role, I can't be going out there not on my game. I'm the free safety. If I mess up, everybody gonna see it. So I gotta pay attention to detail and be on my game at all times.
Hey, Shilo, Pat Graham, Associated Press. Kind of a two-parter here. Number one is, you said it was one of your worst games, and your dad kind of pointed it out too. Does that hurt more that's coming from your dad or from your coach?
No, we got on the phone before, like right after the game, actually. Like, I know I played horrible. He know I played horrible. It wasn't like anything bad. It's just he played horrible. That's what happened.
And the second part is, you've seen Travis every day in practice. Just for people who don't see him, is he a more elite receiver or a more elite cornerback?
Yeah. When you lose Travis, you lose two players. So him going down, that hurts also, because he's not going to be at corner or receiver when he goes down.
Hi, Shilo. How do you feel Carter Stoutmeyer played in step with you not being on the field?
He played good. He's a guy, started out playing corner, then he came, filled in that role for safety, he held it down.
Good. Hey, Shilo. Going up against Arizona Saturday, just how much film of last year's game do you watch, and just what's the challenge of going up against a pretty good passing attack?
Oh, last year's game, they got different coordinators, so it's going to be a little different. So, but you can still watch the players. So we watch film from every game.
Shilo, when you look at the overall progress of where you guys have come as a program in the last year and a half since being here, obviously came so close, didn't win, but does it speak to how much progress you guys have made to be able to hang in there in a game like that, coming off the performance in Central Florida?
Yeah, we're not trying to hang in there, though. That's a game we should have won. So it just seems like it wasn't going our way that day, and that's how it be sometimes.
Is that a sign of progress, though, that you guys have made in the last year and a half?
I mean, last year we had a whole bunch of close games too, so we're not really trying to have close games. And I think this is the same record it was last year right now, was it? So it's not. We got to keep going with it. We can't just quit now. I can't just quit now just because I had the worst game of my life. I know I'm good at football. I know I've been doing this for a long time. I know how to tackle. I made a lot of tackles in my career. And one game is just not going – I'm not going to let everybody, oh, you trash, you can't do this, you can't do that. You can't tell me what I can't do if I've done it already. And you probably haven't done it. So I've done it. I know I'm capable of. And this team, we won. We won big games. We know what we're capable of, so we just got to go do it.
Shilo, you mentioned being 4-2 at the halfway point, just like last season. Your dad has talked about how he feels this team is different. From your perspective, what do you feel like is the biggest difference from last year's team to this year's team, where you guys can prevent kind of what happened in the second half of last year?
Just the guys we have, as I was saying before the season. We got some good guys. We made some good upgrades, even some great coaches. And we truly actually want to go out there and win every game. And we don't feel like no team's better than us.
Cam did a really good job holding down the fort while you were gone, and he's starting to get some national recognition. What's it kind of like sharing the field with him? And is it an honor for you to kind of play opposite side of safety of that caliber?
I mean, yeah, Cam's a great player. He's been good since Jackson State. Even in high school, he was good. So he's been doing this for a long time. Y'all are just now seeing him play.
Okay, anything else for Shilo Sanders? Okay, I think we're done. Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Big 2 wins. I watch Uncle Neely in the pregame show all the time.
I appreciate it, bro.
Never miss it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And Wednesday with Warren Sapp.
Woo, I love Wednesday with Warren.
Right on.